We're rolling. This is Ann, the Fiber Geek. I'm going to show you how to make Plarn. It's plastic yarn made out of grocery store shopping bag. Here you have your basic shopping bag. First thing I do is I kind of fold the sides in and lay it nice and flat. Smooth it out. Fold it once. Fold it again. I'm going to take a pair of scissors. I'm going to cut off the bottom. I'm going to cut off the handles. So these bits are going to be recycled. This I fold a couple more times to make it easy to handle. And what I do with it is I cut it into strips that are about, I don't know, half, 3/4 of an inch wide. Might get 12 to 15 strips out of a grocery store bag. I like to separate the bits by color, so I have different buckets for different colored bags. So once I've done that, I'm going to take a handful of these bits. This is how you turn them into yarn. As you can see, they're like a tube of plastic. I string them on my wrist, and I'm going to, I don't know what the official term is, chain them together without having to actually tie knots. So you get a bunch of them queued up on your sleeve here. Okay, so got a little static electricity going on here. Once I've got them set, this is the technique I use. It's sort of an over and under move.
So let's see, what are we?
So I have the chain hanging on my hand.
Yeah.
I have the next one in between my two fingers.
Okay.
I hold on to the knot, and I just flip my wrist through, pulling it tight.
So you're letting go of the old one and holding on to the new one.
Let go of the old one, hold on to the new one, and up it goes. So, if a chain of plastic rips, I just tie a knot in it and
keep
trim
going
off the extra and keep going. The important thing is to hold on to the knot down here so that both sides of this plastic are equal between knots, because you don't want to have an unequal string of yarn. It just makes it difficult to crochet with. So there you go. That's how you make Plarn. I then roll it up into a ball. You know, I cut up about 40 shopping bags, 40 to 50 shopping bags in order to make one Plarn tote bag. So, making all the Plarn by hand and then crocheting the Plarn together with acrylic yarn to make beautiful functional items like this water bottle holder, for instance.
and okay.
So this is one of my market totes made out of yarn and Plarn. You can see this is the finished bag. It will stretch quite a bit when you use it. One of the reasons I incorporate acrylic yarn in with the Plarn is that my first few prototypes, the bags without yarn in them actually stretched an awful lot. So this is my first bag I ever made out of Plarn. And it has no yarn in it. It's just plastic, and it started out the same size as this one. So you can see, you know, that the structural integrity was compromised by the lack of the yarn. So then I decided to start using yarn to give it just a little bit more structure. This is still a useful bag, but you know, I don't want them all to end up turning into something this big, because if someone buys a bag, they expect it to stay, you know, fairly stable. So I'm creating a market bag here that's going to end up the same size and shape as this one. I'm running together Plarn that I've created and a string of acrylic yarn. I'm using a size N crochet hook, pretty big hook. And right now, it starts out as a single crochet. Right now I'm using half double crochet as I crochet the bottom a little bit tighter than the top, just to give it a little more strength. The middle of the bag is all half double crochet. And it's a pretty simple pattern, so you can start with a chain at the bottom and you end up just going around and around and around. And when I get to the top, I'll incorporate handles.
And you're pulling both pieces together,
Yeah,
so you're crocheting completely in parallel.
Yes, completely pulling the yarn and the Plarn together as if it were one strand. And so the color in this bag comes mostly from the yarn, but there's variations in the plastic of the bags, you know, like the little bits of black that might be from the writing on the bag. that add some texture. So each bag is different, even though I might have the same combination of plastic and yarn. They're all unique.
And this Plarn is what color?
This is sort of a tan plastic bag that you might get at Star Market or Shaw's.
Okay.
It's your all one.
And then you have some that are white.
Yeah, I have white plastic bags that you get from, Walmart. And these cream-colored bags are from Price Chopper. And then you have Hannaford grocery stores, and a lot of some of the department stores have a dark gray plastic bag. This bag is made with gray plastic. This one's tan. Sometimes I go crazy and I mix them all together. And then I might use a solid color yarn to sort of offset the multicolored plastics.
So people buy these?
Oh yeah, absolutely. People love these. I also have, like I said, water bottle holders and little sleeves for iPods and cell phones, and I make bracelets and make yoga mat bags and make backpacks. Just something I'm starting to do. This holds as like a cozy for a water bottle that insulates the water bottle, keeps your water cold.
Oh, okay.
It also gives you a handle to sort of carry your water bottle with.
Mm-hmm.
This one's designed for a small, narrow, sort of metal, clean canteen type water bottle, which I don't happen to have my hands on right now. But I also make larger diameter ones that are for the larger bottles.
Mm-hmm.
I also make some that go over your shoulder with a long shoulder strap. Don't have one of those. Oh, here's something cool that I make. It's a reusable sleeve for a cup of coffee. So you go to the gas station or Starbucks and you get a cup of coffee and you have those little cardboard sleeves because the coffee's hot. So you keep this in your pocket or your purse and you reuse this to insulate your cup so you don't burn your hands.
Excellent idea.
Yeah. Just another use for plastic bags. I think it's a great use of an item that there are way too many of in the world. Plastic grocery store bags. So reduce, reuse, recycle.
Better than here than the Pacific Ocean.
That's right. Better here than floating in a tree as you're driving down the interstate.